Okay, welcome to our first lesson in the Multifamily Mastery Hub. So the first thing I want to go over are what I call the 6 frameworks to go full-time as a real estate entrepreneur. Now, I have been asked this question a lot. How do I go from being a part-time real estate investor to a full-time real estate investor? And I get asked, how was I able to quit my job and go full-time? So whether you're new to the world of real estate investing, juggling a full-time job and part-time investing, or you're a full-time real estate investor and you're looking to grow your business without having to put in more hours, then I want you to know that you've come to the right place, and I'm here to help you achieve your goals. And so if you're watching this training, then chances are you know where you want to be. You just need help learning how to get there. And what I want to do now is I want to go through some of the most common things I hear from new investors or people who haven't been able to be successful. So what we've got is the current state, and this is probably where you're at. Most, if not all of these things, this is where most people struggle. And over on the right, this is the desired outcome that my goal is to help people achieve through going through courses and the lessons within this community and by helping each other learn and be successful. So the first thing that people almost always tell me is I'm not good at raising capital, or I don't want to. It's something that invokes a lot of fear, and I used to be just like this. I also hear I'm not able to get into a deal. Well, the last couple of years, deals have been very, very, very challenging, and I get that. And so this is another very, very, very common thing that I hear from people is I'm not able to get into a deal, or I don't even know how to add value to a team. And this is very common for people who are new into these groups. You get into a group and you're just drinking from a fire hose, you're overwhelmed with information, and you don't even know how you can add value to a team. Why would anybody pick you to be part of their GP team? And then this goes back to what I was just saying a moment ago, where when you get into this, chances are you probably have a full-time job or something else that you're doing, and your overall goal is to become full-time in real estate, full-time multifamily real estate entrepreneur. And it becomes very difficult to try to balance all of that. I also hear I don't have time to find and underwrite deals. You have to learn how to underwrite a lot of deals, especially in times like today, where it just there's deals out there, but the pricing of them really doesn't make sense. So you've got to come up with strategies to learn how to underwrite a lot of deals very efficiently. And just really overall, most people will say, I don't even know where to start. Like, I got into this program, I've been trying for a while, I've done the things they've told me, but I'm so overwhelmed, I don't even know where to start. So what we want to do is we want to get you in a spot where you feel that you've got a new perspective, because you've been able to accomplish, you'll be able to come up with answers for all of these problems that you have. And so instead of not being able to raise capital, you now can say, I'm good at raising capital. And instead of, feeling that I'm not able to even get into a deal, where you've got people reaching out to you to join a deal because you clearly know the value on your team, and other people will see that value on your team. Other thing that we want to help you achieve in this group is we want to help you achieve balance. It's not easy to try to do everything yourself. Trying to get to that point, you want to be able to say, I know how to achieve that balance. Other things, strategies we're going to share with you are how to quickly and efficiently underwrite deals and get through more deals faster and make offers on deals that make sense. So then you can say, I know I have a process to find deals, and you clearly know where to start on looking for all these deals and accomplishing all these things and going full-time as a real estate entrepreneur. So look, if this is your first time working with me, hi, my name is Stephen Lee Thomas, and I am a multifamily investor, business coach, entrepreneur, and webcast host. So it wasn't always this way, and I can share with you that I have done a lot of things wrong in my life, in my career. I've been fired from a job before. I felt like I waited way too long to get started. I've had investments that didn't go so great, and I can tell you that I'm even currently dealing with the current real estate conditions right now, which for some people in the apartment industry have been really hard. And through all of that, I've been able to actually have a fair amount of successes. So my partners and I, we've been able to invest in over 4,000 units. We've raised over $70 million in capital. Personally, I've invested in over 1,800 apartment units. I am an apartment complex owner, business owner, and employer. I am invested in over $25 million worth of real estate. And over the past almost 10 years, I've been able to build a personal brand, start and grow a business, create processes to scale my business, form partnerships, and just really focus in on my mindset. And I've learned how to be an entrepreneur. And so in the next 30 minutes, I'm going to teach you my core 6 frameworks to go full time in real estate. So the first framework that I want to share with you is the growth mindset, because I believe that everything you're doing here starts with developing the right mindset. And if you have the right mindset, everything begins to fall in place, because you're going to make mistakes along the way. And you have to not be afraid to make mistakes. And this is one of the things I love to share, is this statement is fail fast, fail forward. Fail fast, fail forward means that every time you have a setback, you turn that into a learning opportunity. The next thing I think everyone should do is identify their limiting beliefs. I have a number of exercises I work with people on to identify your limiting beliefs. But basically, we all have those voices inside of us that say, I don't belong here. You're not smart enough. You're not good enough. This is too hard. And you have to have methodologies to change that and flip that script. So just like I was showing you, where you have the mindset of I'm not good at raising capital, to not tell yourself that anymore, and I actually am good at raising capital. So you've got to be able to identify your limiting beliefs. And then, this kind of ties into the first one, but, really done is better than perfect. This is probably one of the most empowering beliefs I have these days, is done is better than perfect, because, by nature, I'm a perfectionist. I know a lot of people in this space are perfectionists, but what we want to try to get away from is always striving for something being totally and completely perfect, and realizing that if we can get something, I'm just going to call it 80% done, then it's good enough to push out, because what you need to learn is to move forward. And if you got about 80% of the whatever your decision is, and it's enough to get out there, you can get it out there and you can start getting feedback and you can start learning from it, rather than striving from perfection. Because my guess is you can probably accomplish a lot and try to get something, that 80 to 90%, and that last 10 to 20% to try to get something done perfect. That is what really just stops a lot of people in their tracks. So really, all of this to say, the first framework is to really focus on your mindset. And the reality of it is, what you have to do is, you need to realize that in order for you to become the person that you want to be, you have to change the person that you are today. So that mindset that you really need to adopt here is to do something different, because 80% of your success as an entrepreneur is your mindset. And nobody's going to tell you it's easy, because it's not. It's hard, but it's definitely worth it. So that's the first framework right there, is just really focus on your mindset. And there's different tools and strategies you can implement to start changing your mindset and really start moving things forward.